Welcome to the Activision booth. We're here with Interstate 76, and I have with me Scott Krager, who is the producer of the game.
Producer.
Yeah, and also Zach Norman, which is the game designer, I believe.
No, I'm the writer on Interstate 77.
Excellent. So, how did Interstate 76 first came about?
Actually, Zach here can tell you that story.
Interstate 76 was co-conceived by myself and Sean Beshy, the director. It came about actually as a desire to use the MechWarrior 2 technology to take it to the next level. We knew we wanted to make a vehicle-based combat sim, totally bitchin', like, you know, first-person and third-person experience.
Yep.
And to that end, we decided we had to find a vehicle that really had some real soul to it. And of course, the 70s muscle car was just the ticket. Of course, I was in the market to buy a 1971 CUDA, so it was kind of a shoe-in.
And that's really nice that you've incorporated internet play into this game. It's very awesome. I love the storyline itself.
Cool.
And I was hoping you could show us a little bit of it.
Sure, we can hop
And
right
this is
on.
Interstate 77, which is the sequel?
Yeah, this is Interstate 77. It's actually the best of both worlds because we're going to position it and price it as an add-on pack, but it's going to be a full standalone product. It's going to have a whole new trip. Well, this time we get to play Torres, who returns from Interstate 76.
Yeah.
So we got all new characters, some returning favorites, but new cutscenes. It'll be really cool. We're also beefing up the multiplayer side, about 30 new multiplayer missions, with new options like Capture the Flag, Last Man Standing,
nice.
whole set of racing missions.
Nice.
That was cool. We went online, and asked for feedback from the players. What do you like? What didn't you like? What do you want to see? And, as much of that as possible.
That's one thing that I wanted to see. I wanted to see more of like a campaign type thing where,
Right.
your job is to defend this base, like kind of like
exactly,
the MechWarrior 2.
exactly.
And that's what I look for, because you go on the internet today and you just get killing each other.
Yeah, yeah.
When is the Interstate 77 going to be available?
It's going to be early 98, probably late February, early March, around that area.
Okay, super. Why don't you show us a little bit
Sure,
of
I'll just hop in do a little combat here.
it? Okay. A lot of violence in it, I like it.
Yeah.
Do you like this view better than actually sitting inside the car itself?
This view is good for combat. It gives you a little bit more of an edge because you get a wider field of view. But I think from a visual experience level, it's actually better inside the cockpit because you feel closer to what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I personally prefer driving inside the car because of the availability of the instrumentation.
Exactly.
I have my radar readily in hand, and I can use that to, find my relationship to my enemies and destroy them effectively. Yeah, how about that for a mouthful?
Very well said.
So what other things does Interstate 77 have that Interstate 76 doesn't have?
Well, it's going to include difficulty levels. It's going to include a toggle for the instrumentation for all external views.
Okay.
These are all things that people ask for. It's going to have a logo utility for the multiplayer games.
Like you say, yeah.
Right after Interstate 76 came out, there was a whole culture that started almost immediately with the Auto Vigilante build and all these car gangs. So this will allow them to sort of make their homemade car insignias and gang logos, be able to display them in the games. So it's basically going to include modifications like that. It's going to include some fixes and modifications that we didn't have time to do on 76. So it's going to be cool. Like I said, you get the best of both worlds. Get the lower price, but you're going to get like a full product.
Super.
So,
Well, I want to thank you guys very much for coming.
Oh, sure.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Excellent. And I want you to enjoy the rest of the convention. Well, what's left
Thanks.
of it.
Thanks a lot.
Stay tuned for future episodes in the Interstate saga.